No surprises. The reaction to news that the Jamaican economy contracted by 18% in the April to June quarter. Tourism, agriculture and construction were among the worst impacted in preliminary data from the Planning Institute of Jamaica. Giovanni Dennis has the details.
Jamaica will recover stronger and better than before.
Recovering stronger, build back stronger. The campaign slogan of the Jamaica Labour Party that now appears to be the new mantra of Prime Minister Andrew Holness. It's a slogan that will need to inspire action toward growth or things could worsen. Preliminary data from the Planning Institute of Jamaica, TVJ, show the economy contracted by almost 20% in the April to June quarter. Dr. Wayne Henry is Director General.
Real gross domestic product, GDP, for the Jamaican economy contracted by an estimated 18% in the April to June 2020 quarter, compared with the corresponding quarter of 2019.
Unsurprisingly, COVID-19 has been the destroyer in chief. Hotels and restaurants suffered the biggest loss, a near complete fallout.
Real value added for the hotels and restaurants industry contracted by an estimated 87.5%, reflecting a sharp decline in visitor arrivals and the number of persons utilizing restaurant services. Among the measures implemented to manage the spread of the COVID-19 was the closure of borders to passenger traffic for 2 of the 3 months during the quarter. This led to a significant fall-off in stopover arrivals.
To simplify, that's like having 10 of these suites and being left with less than 2. So what does this mean in real terms for people who work in tourism? Christina Hammond is a resort manager in Negril.
Everything is really down now. We have in rates for the rooms at 50% off. Still no one is coming in. Where staff is concerned, we had to send everyone home. However, we tried to support staff by giving grocery vouchers to the supermarkets.
Agriculture, retail, transport, bauxite and entertainment all suffered big hits. But this was predicted by financial analyst Dennis Chung.
I don't think it's a surprise that we had that 18% fall off. I think it's going to translate itself into unemployment. We hear companies talking about now shuttering down permanently. We've seen Spartan, as a gym, for example, closed down indefinitely. Many companies were forced to close because of the restrictive measures that were put in place. So there's no surprise coming from it.
For Mr. Chung, Jamaica cannot continue with some of the restrictive COVID control measures for much longer.
The only thing that we can do right now is to get economic activity back, which means that we have to learn to live with the virus as we do with other viruses. And what we need to do is take the measures to protect ourselves and protect the most vulnerable in society. But we cannot continue with a situation where we have a curfew at 8 or 9 o'clock. That does not on. Jamaica's economy depends a lot on activities that happen after it.
The economies of the United States, 9.6%, Canada, 13%, and the United Kingdom, 21.7%, also suffered from the coronavirus pandemic. The PIOJ says this data is preliminary. Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.